saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Throwing is Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This is 2nd and 8. In motion, Slayton. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field.
And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw now, Shuck. Drives the left side and finds Olave. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. You look at the Saints defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Saints 44-yard line.
In motion left, Robinson. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Running left is Tracy. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 4.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wilson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Prater's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Shuck now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10. To throw is Shuck. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He stiff-arms him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Julian Blackmon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On to give, it's Tracy. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 52-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing, Shuck. That's again complete to Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
14 yards. That's good for us Saints.
Now Shuck. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming in, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action, now Rattler. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a game Saints. First down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Rattler from the gun, third down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. And he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it go deep for a lob. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Quickly to the air is Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
First down, New York.
They go play action with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Wilson. He has Hyatt over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd down, here's Tracy. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to... the drive together. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. Ryan Brzee, the man to bring him down. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Now Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 50, green. Cut.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. Oh, this early.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Well, it is a question that 70,000 strong ask before every game at Caesars Superdome. Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? And in a few moments, we're gonna see a team trying to provide an answer here in New Orleans. Wins have eluded both of these teams through the first 4 weeks. It's an old-fashioned battle of the basement here in Week 5. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Dumps it off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, it's Wilson. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pass is caught at the 9. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
Now Prater on to send it away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So now we're going to look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown-to-interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week, the 2 touchdowns, the 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable.
Now the Giants taking a chance. They saw something different when they threw on the red flag.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here. It will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Camara. This is ahead for about 5. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Set, ready.
Here's 2nd and 5. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call.
Come on, set, ready.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know It's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On fourth down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Grupe sends it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Takes out a one-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they came in on a rough stretch. 4 straight losses. But things looking better now as they've got this lead. A handoff to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
13 yards.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
First down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Rush coming for Wilson. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Saints to the line now, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for us.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Giants in control so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Second down.
Another run for Kamara. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Come on, set.
They go play action on 1st. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. Blake Grupe to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense to the line for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Russ now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Wilson now from the gun. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First down, New York.
First down, here's Russ. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Running back, motioning right. 3rd and long for him here. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that may have been a situation, you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're going to start on the ground with Camara. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints who have it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
Rattler to the air now. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be stopped now, but what to like about that effort. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
38-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Block 40. Set.
From the 38. Finds the in route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Play action on first down. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So second down coming up.
Set, ready, set.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now on third down. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Set, ready.
Rattler setting to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Giants get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. This gets up past the 20. Still fighting forward. Malik Neighbors into the red zone. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Prater adds the PAT. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
Giants 14. Saints 10.
Now Prater on to send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Got it.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Down. Set.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up second down. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter. Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead.
30.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 37-yard line.
Running behind center with Kamara. Juke the defender. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Trying to work quickly now.
At the 48-yard line.
Blue. Set.
Throwing his Rattler. Getting out to his left. Now he fires it deep down the near side. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First and 10 at the 20.
Counter give to Kamara. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw from Wilson. And the deep ball falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. His lofty little throw is going to wind up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on third, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A run now with Kamara. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw on third down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Here comes the Saints punting unit. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Russ now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
Good morning, cinnamon toast. I'm going to look at that. Cinnamon
Quick
toast.
chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away.
Yeah, you told me when to be gone on it.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
2nd and 8. He lets one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Blitz coming, Russ. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. At the 20. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Tracy does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Tracy. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 3rd quarter lead. Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
Saints 17.
Now Prater on to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down just inside the 25. The New Orleans offense set to go now.
At their own 26-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Rolling out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Ready. That's called red. Yes, ready.
He'll throw it yet again. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The coverage by Andrew Phillips.
Here we go. 50, green. 5, 97. Undercrush.
Rattler back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Another Saints.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet.
Okay, ready?
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1.
Block shot. Down. Red, 38. Green jack. Blue striker. Hut.
Rattler. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Intended for 3.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the one.
Brings up second and goal.
Kamara's going to try to punch it in. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Saints